Alright, imagine this. The world decides that maps are boring and every country suddenly gets redesigned as a giant roller coaster. Not politically, not economically, just physically. Today, we're re-ranking the top 10 countries that would make the most insane roller coasters based purely on vibes, geography, and the questionable decisions of my imagination. Buckle up, or don't. I'm not legally responsible for anything you're about to hear. Let's start with number 10, Australia. Australia already feels like a place where nature challenges you every 10 minutes. So turning it into a roller coaster just feels right. Imagine starting at the top of the outback, flat, calm, peaceful, and suddenly boom, you drop directly into a loop shaped like the Sydney Opera House. Then a quick turn to avoid the world's deadliest animals casually chilling near the tracks. And yes, the final drop ends straight into the Great Barrier Reef, but gently, like a peaceful splash zone, except the fish are staring at you like, why are you like this? At number 9 we have Switzerland, the country that looks like it was built by someone who loves cottagecore aesthetic, but also wanted dramatic. Mountain cliffs every 5 minutes. Switzerland wouldn't even need construction. The entire Alps are already one big roller coaster. You go up a peaceful hill with cows ringing their little bells and suddenly, WHOOSHUE dropping 12 stories straight down the Matterhorn while a Swiss man politely offers you cheese mid-fall. The ride lasts exactly 90 seconds and yet somehow costs $400. Number 8. Japan. Hear me out, this country has everything you want from a roller coaster. Mountains? Yes. Volcanoes? Absolutely. Cities brighter than the inside of a computer screen? Perfect. The ride starts calm through cherry blossom forests, then you zoom past Tokyo Tower at 300 kilometers per hour, dodge a bullet train, and accidentally enter a Pokemon gym. Midway through, Mount Fuji erupts confetti for dramatic effect. Japan wouldn't just be a roller coaster. It would be a side quest. Coming in at number 7, Norway. This roller coaster would be 80% fjords, huge dramatic cliffs that make you feel like you in a movie trailer. You go up a peaceful snowy hill, thinking, ah yes, serene nature. Then suddenly the track does a hard 90-degree angle straight into the ocean. Immediately after you shoot up through a glacier, loop through the northern lights, and land next to a Viking longhouse where someone hands you a bowl of soup and says, survive this ride. You've earned it. At number 6, Brazil. Brazil roller coaster energy is wild. Picture starting at the top of Christ, the Redeemer's viewpoint, the view, incredible, then whoosh, you drop down into the Amazon rainforest dodging trees, animals, and 7 different species humans still haven't discovered. Then, without warning, the ride launches you into Rio's carnival where the tracks are literally dancing. The entire roller coaster glitters, there's music, there's confetti, and by the end you don't know if you rode a coaster or joined a parade. Number 5, New Zealand. First of all, this entire country looks like it was designed for a fantasy movie. Every inch is dramatic cliffs, glowing caves, giant mountains, and suspiciously beautiful lakes. As a roller coaster? Unreal. 1 second you're sliding down a mountain. The next you're flying through glowworm tunnels. The next you're dodging hobbit houses. Halfway through the ride, a random man appears and says, you shall not pass. But then he lets you pass because customer service. Number 4. Italy. Yes. The entire country becomes a ride, and it immediately becomes the most dramatic thing on Earth. You start in the Alps, fall straight into Venice on a water track section, swing through the Leaning Tower of Pisa, and by swing, I mean the coaster literally corrects its leaning angle for 1 second, then blast through Rome so fast the statues look offended. The final loop is shaped like a giant piece of pasta because Italy has priorities. Number 3, South Africa. Imagine a coaster that literally takes you through every landscape possible. Mountains, deserts, oceans, city skylines, wildlife reserves. You start on Table Mountain, the flattest, most dramatic launch pad ever, and drop straight toward the ocean before a curve shoots you through safari plains where giraffes judge you for screaming too loud. At night, the track lights up under the stars and you're like, am I on a ride or inside a nature documentary? Answer. Both. Number 2, Canada. Canada is huge. Like, why is this country still going? Huge. This roller coaster would take hours. You'd start somewhere peaceful with pine trees and moose, then suddenly launch through snowstorms, northern lights, waterfalls, skyscrapers, mysterious forests, and then more forests, because Canada is 70% forest and 29% close enough to a forest. The final drop goes directly through Niagara Falls. Yes, through. Bring a raincoat. And finally, number 1. The country that would make the most insane, terrifying, unhinged roller coaster on Earth. Iceland. Iceland looks like another planet, so obviously it wins. This coaster would be pure chaos. Lava fields, ice fields, waterfalls that go sideways because of the wind, black sand beaches that look like the setting of a video game boss fight. You start rising up over a volcano, the camera pans dramatically. Then boom, a 300-foot drop into a neon blue glacier cave. Halfway through, the coaster launches using geothermal energy because Iceland is efficient like that and shoots you straight up past exploding geysers. The final loop circles the entire island at night while the sky lights up with northern lights like a cosmic disco party. Iceland isn't a roller coaster, it's a personality test. And that's the list. Countries that would become absolutely unhinged, beautiful, terrifying, and somehow still safer than half the actual roller coasters people build. If you want a part 2 where we do countries that would make terrible roller coasters or US states ranked as roller coasters, let me know. Because trust me, I can ruin geography all day. And if you enjoyed this chaotic world tour of physics violations, hit like, subscribe, and buckle your seatbelt for the next disaster of imagination. This ride isn't ending anytime soon.